Hey everybody, so I'm back with my next video. I just want to talk a little bit about the Wrath of Ashardalon Dungeons & Dragons board game miniatures. I talked about this a little bit in my last video, but in addition to my Eldar army, I'm starting to play some D&D board games with my kids, and these are right now I'm playing the dungeon game, which doesn't have any miniatures, but this game is one I'm planning on transitioning to with them, and it's Wrath of Ashardalon. And there's lots of, it's a dungeon crawl game, looks like a lot of fun, but one of the things that I thought was really neat is it comes with over 30 miniatures with the game, and this here is the actual dragon that it comes with, which is the main villain, you know, of the board game. But the miniature quality is not bad, you know, and the game's like, here is Canadian $66, but to get, you know, plastic miniatures of this quality and that many of them with an actual board game rules and everything, the value I thought was really high on the purchase. But one of the things that I thought would be really fun is, rather than playing with, you know, these sort of just plastic miniatures as they come, is to paint them to make them a bit more realistic. Although I've grabbed some different colors here, the majority of them are red. And so really, you know, you're just going to end up a lot of times just with this on your board, playing the board game, and so I thought it'd be neat to paint them, and I know others have done that. There's other YouTube vids and pictures. Here's a picture of one of the orcs. I think it's called an orc basher. Really not bad though on the quality level, in my opinion. Actually, I think some of them are better than others. This one's actually quite good, in my opinion. And then actually there's some sizable miniatures as well. I mean, these are pretty large miniatures. It would be really fun to paint. And that's not to, you know, last but not least, I'll probably paint this guy last. This is really cool. Just, you know, just painting dragons, I think it'd be kind of neat. I don't think I've ever painted one like this. So, so to begin, what I'll mention is I started with some snakes, and so they actually, just to give you the comparison, that, you know, like they started as that color, red, and I've painted them this. Essentially, 2 is green and 1 as like an orange yellow. The color that I actually used for that is, that yellow one is Scrofulous Brown, which is a game color, Vallejo color. That's the base paint. So essentially with all these pieces, I'm going to paint the base rim black like a game piece, rather than, even for ones like this case, it covers the whole base, but some of them you can see the base, and like I guess like this orc, for instance, you can see the base here. Just to keep it as a board game feel, I'm actually going to just paint them black. I think it'd just be kind of neat, rather than do the whole base. And particularly because it's a dungeon, I could paint them gray and kind of like dungeon tile, but I'm just going to paint them black and just have that board game look still to it. But I'm happy with the way these came out. I did use a quick shade on it, and that's where you can see the shading and the recesses and throughout the model. That's the quick shade. I used, let's see, I used the Scrofulous Brown for this, and then I used a Skull White, or a Screaming Skull from Games Workshop here, and then used quick shade on it. And essentially for the green, I ended up using, what did I use? I used the Vallejo X5. I think it's the same stuff I used on my not Vallejo, Tamaya. It's the same stuff that I used on my Wraith Lords. Just that I didn't do it over black, and so they're actually a bit brighter just to begin with, because I didn't actually and this is all, I basically airbrushed all this on. And so, except for painting in this skull white there, or not skull white, sorry my paints today guys, I did these a couple of days ago and I'm already forgetting. The Screaming Skull layer from Games Workshop I painted on here, but the rest, and then of course the teeth and the tongue and the eyes, but the actual primer and the base paint I did with an airbrush for all of them. And so yeah, I hope you like these, and I'm gonna, one of the fun things about this is that I can do a variety of different things. I mean, as much as I like painting my Warhammer army, at times when I do this because I just enjoy painting, it's a bit tiring because I'm doing the same color schemes all the time and I'm trying to think of new things. But even in that case, I'm doing 10, squads of 10 or more at a time. And I'm sure for you painters out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The idea that I can actually just paint a whole bunch of different things using some different color schemes, just for fun, is kind of neat. And so I'm actually enjoying this. And so I'll be doing 3 cave bears next, and then after that, I'll be doing a gibbering mouther, 3 of these after that. This guy looks pretty gross. Should be kind of fun to see what I can do with it. So thanks for stopping by, and yeah, let me know what you think.